Welcome to our video reflection for today, Sunday, March 26, 2023. We are in the fifth Sunday in Lent, actually the last Sunday in Lent and the last Sunday of March. We continue praying for all those who are sick, especially for Jim Anderson, Shelley, Rowena Chicano, and Amber Carala. We continue as well praying for all those in need, Margaret Lyon, Janet, and Howard Kerr, and for those mourning their beloved victims of wars and natural disasters. And two, we are praying for those who are celebrating birthday this week. Happy birthday, Germaine Gamage and Mintam Rasmussen. The Gospel of today is taken from St. John chapter 11, verses 1 to 41. It's a long one. Please read the condensed version that you have here with this set of add to this video. And it's about the resurrection of Lazarus. And here we will talk about three key words. First, of course, who is Lazarus? Then the resurrection. And finally, a sentence, remove the stone. Let us start with Lazarus, which is a Hebrew name, which means helped by God. And according to the scholars, he was around 30 years old and lived another 30 years after his resurrection. Lazarus was the youngest to Martha and Mary. The three siblings lost their parents and received an important financial legacy. Martha and Mary were supporters of Jesus' ministry. Then, between Lazarus and Jesus, who were from the same generation and were very good friends, so there was a deep relationship, a deep friendship. Now, Bethany and Jerusalem was separated only for 3.2 kilometers. But why Jesus took 4 days? That is strange. But was also to accomplish and to allow the biological process of our dead body, to be sure of the death of Lazarus. But also this time was to reaffirm that the power of God over death and to perform a resurrection. Why 4 days? It is strange because number 4 is representing humanity. That is a curious situation. But well, we know now a little more about Lazarus and his context. Let us move to the second word, resurrection, a word mentioned 40 times in the New Testament. But also resurrection happened in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. For example, a resurrection that performed Elijah in the Old Testament, and then Jesus 3 times, and then another mention of 14 resurrections, some done and others to come. By Jesus, for example, he left records that he resurrected the daughter of Jairus, as mentioned in Mark chapter 5, and then Nain, a young man, in Luke chapter 7, and now Lazarus, his friend, in St. John chapter 11. We hear as well many testimonies of people in a situation that they can share with us life after life. Not by invocation of God, but by supernatural situation, by regular people, telling us amazing narratives and visions. But there is one which will involve all of us, which is mentioned in the book of Revelation, the universal resurrection for the final judgment. Well, if you want to know more, it is time to explore and read the scriptures. The resurrection of Lazarus is not equivalent that he become immortal, because Lazarus pass on 30 years later as any human being. And our last word, which is remove the stone. This is a sentence, a real order. Only Jesus can do that. Also, let us remember that only people with privilege had graves protected with a stone. For example, Joseph of Arimathea. And now these three siblings of Bethany. As we are closer to Holy Week, a Holy Week which finishes with the Easter day, the glorious day of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. This is our message, to proclaim an empty tomb, a place where a big, heavy stone was removed, a symbol of the power of life. Jesus defeated death. O death, where is your sting? O grave, where is your victory? Before Lazarus, during Lazarus, and after Lazarus, there was no more death. Remember, when Jesus called people from their grave or coffin, Jesus said, "Awake you, you who are sleeping. Wake up, sleeper." Remember, the word cementerion is a Greek word for cemetery, which means dormitory or bathroom, which invites us to think about this transitory status or situation. So we are all Lazarus, or Nain, or Jairus' daughter, resurrected people. We all will resurrect, as we read in the scripture as well in the creeds. We are not blocked by the stone of death because we believe in the empty tomb. Amen. Have a wonderful week. See you next Sunday. Bye-bye.